Hello everyone, this is Joe Brewer here at Bioparque Móncora in Barichara, Colombia. Today what I want to show you is our vivero, which is the Spanish word for tree nursery. So this is where after we collect native seeds and we start to germinate them, we can put them into a space where we water them and raise them. And we have a nice collection of plants here. And I want to show you. See, last year we actually harvested guadua, which is a type of bamboo, and made the structure with a little bit of shade, and then we keep all of our trees here. And right now we have about 200 trees, and most of them are native, and I just want to show you a few of them to give you a feel for what's going on here. So you can see here we have a variety of young trees, like this one, which is a type of cedar, a tropical cedar, not a subtropical cedar. This is a type of local ceiba. And we have lots of little trees and plants. This one is called nauno, which is really good leguminous tree that fixes nitrogen and is really good for helping to build soils. And so basically what we do when we come here is we keep them all in these bags that we're able to transplant directly into the ground. And very nearby is a pond, and we can carry water here and water them every day. And one thing that just recently happened that I want to show you, like there's Elise in the background, if Elise wants to wave and say hi. She's just going to be quiet back there. Is I collected seeds from one of the naunos, and right here are the first ones starting to sprout. There are 3 of them there. I don't know if you can see all 3. 1, 2, 3. But these are a type of native tree that I collected from seed about a week ago. And then I took a knife and cut open the edge of the kind of husk that's around the seed, because this is a seed that normally would be eaten and digested by a bird, which would scratch it all up as it goes through the digestive system. And then when they poop it out, it lands in a moist place where it's able to begin its germination. And we imitate that process because now this environment is too dry and there aren't enough birds eating the nauno seeds. So what we do is we collect the seeds from the tree, we take them to our house, and with a knife we just scratch the edge of the husk, and then we soak them in water for 24 hours and they start to expand a little bit. And then we just plant them right here in this potting soil. And here, this one, I planted these about 4 days ago, and already 3 of them are coming up. And that means that we'll let them grow, and then we'll transplant them into one of these bags, and then eventually into a bigger bag. And when they're about 2 feet tall, maybe 40 or 50 centimeters tall, that is when we'll be able to dig holes and put them into the ground. And I wanted to show you this part of our work because one of the things that's really important, Elise, please be quiet while I'm filming. One thing that's really important for our reforestation work is that we want to go all the way from studying the native plants, learning their natural germination and planting cycles with the birds or with insects or whatever other pathway they take. And then we want to imitate and assist those with human intervention where it's necessary so that we can help more of these plants to take root and grow, and then plant them more quickly in the forest here in this 6.5 hectare plot. And so this is our food forest, and right next to it, as I can show you really quickly, is we have a compost pile where we take our food from our kitchen. And so if you just walk down this little path right here, I'll walk you with me down this little path. We get right over here, and we have some shade that we've hung over a bunch of leaves that we gather, dry leaves. And then we bring our food scraps from the kitchen and we put them in here. And then this is an older pile that's almost finished, and we turn them when we need to. We add microorganisms to them. And we've built this compost pile right next to the tree nursery so that we can actually make potting soil by mixing the compost in with other materials. And we're making all of this soil building, seed collecting, cultivating and germinating the seeds, planting and growing them, watering them, and then transplanting them into the ground. And so we're doing all of this here in the Bioparque, and we've slowly been building up these systems. We built the tree nursery about a year ago. We started this compost pile about a year ago. And now we're expanding into other areas of the park as we go about our work. I wanted to show you this part so that you could see that not only do we pull grass and prepare soils and dig retention systems for water, but also we're going out into the landscape, collecting native seeds, helping them to move through the process of being germinated, cultivated, grown, and planted into the ground. And that we're slowly building capacity to do more and more of this as we go. So I want to show this to you today so you could see a little bit more of the forest part, the tree cultivation part of the work that we're doing here in Bioparque Móncora. So I hope this inspires you to learn about the native plants where you are, learn their natural ecological processes, figure out how you can help those ecological processes to occur if they're not happening on their own due to climate change or degraded landscapes, and that this inspires you to regenerate some land where you are.